Hey, what's up, guys? Good morning, what up, G's? So, today we are gonna go a little recap on BTC, and then I did enter a trade on Zcash, so um, let's see how that's gonna go. So, perfectly back to the recap from last week's on December 16th, so that was basically 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago on a Tuesday. So 2 weeks ago on the 17th, we marked our highs and we marked our lowest point. So highest point, lowest point of the week. Right after that, we did find a uptrend catch from 85 all the way to this ranging up here to 90. So it gives you a 5K range from 85K to all the way to 90K, basically. That would have been a good trade for a long. After that, if you would have took profits on this area, that would have been perfect. From there, you would have been waiting for a market structure break or either a continuation of the market, and just mark your BOS. But in this situation, the market did do a reversal back to the downside, marking your market structure break and entering on that trade. I did enter on that trade basically on a short. Was thinking of aiming on these lows down here, even to this point of this low. This would have been my lowest point right there. Took the trade, but it actually just ranged all the way to the bottom from 86 all the way to 87, 88. Just ranging on that side. Was able to touch the fair value gap on the middle. So it touched and then it retraced back up to this area again to the 87s. Still range impulse candle, and then we ranged back down, and we made a big impulse candle change right here, where I got wicked out, it took my profit, so took my trade. So basically, I got stopped out on this candle, ranging again, and then brought it back down. So it did fill up the gap on this candle right here, basically on this impulse candle. Impulse it down, fill in the next gap, impulse it down, and then again ranging between the 86 to the 87s. So now it's just a waiting game. It is kind of too high to be able to buy or sell, because in the fact that you don't have as much room to be able to take profits, unless if you can, but it's a little bit more riskier. You could probably take profits from right here, and then your interim low, basically anywhere right there, and that would be it. Or you can just take profit after passing that fair value gap, because remember, it just retraced, it just tested the middle point of that fair value gap. So that would have been another trade, basically, if it would have gone to the downside. Just mark your swing highs, swing lows. Stay with the rules of the interim high or interim low, and then mark either your 2%, or if you're aiming at the lowest, at the other side of the liquidity marks. So that would have been it. Same thing with Zcash. Same thing with Ethereum. The only thing Ethereum is kind of like lacking on it, but yeah, it's lacking on it. If we are going to be able to aim at the upside, I mean, we did range into the middle of the fair value gap. Would actually expect another retracement like these ones right here. Since it's not too much of an impulse, too much of a volume. Let me see if it shows. So I'm gonna put the volume. Yeah, you see it's just ranging on that area. It's accumulating. It's neutral. So this area just do a little waiting game. From here, was predicting that it was going to go down when it was up here. I was predicting that it would go down literally to this area. It did touch this area, and then my other prediction was a retracement back up just a little tiny bit on this part right here, and then back down, basically. But what happened was that it created a massive impulse candle up to the upside that it wicked me out. So there you go. My mistake was didn't go with the rules. Basically, I had put my stop loss on this impulse candle right there. If this would have been the thing, I would have had to put my stop loss on my interim low. And then, like, if you can see, it doesn't give me that much of a risk reward rate. So in this situation, if I would have done it all the way down here, it still would give me a 1.4 on that range. So basically now we're just gonna have to wait either to fill up this gap up here. To fill it up on this area, and then either if it still breaks up higher, or if it's just gonna range it back to this area and then refill the other impulse candles that it has created. Same thing with Ethereum. ETH actually was lacking on it right now. It was lacking on it, but I believe now it created an impulse candle. There you go. It created a pretty strong candle up there. Kind of not too much volume into it, but still, there you go. Same thing with that area. We have, let me just drag the Fibonacci 2 real quick. So there you go. This fair value gap was retraced. It was touched in the middle right here. Brought it back up to accumulation area. Broke structure back to the upside. Well, not broke structure, but it continued going up to the upside. Retraced back down. Created a market structure break. Broke it down again. And then it didn't retest that area. It actually refilled that area completely. And then did a retracement back up, touching the other fair value gap from right here. You guys can see right there. We had a range between the highest point of 2,960 and 77, and then we were ranging at the lowest point at 2,936. So that's the ranging point on basically on Ethereum. So same thing with BTC, just the waiting game, same chart type of pattern, just that this one is lagging it a little bit than BTC. BTC is just pushing it a little bit. But same thing, volume looks pretty low, and then our EMA looks really close to each other, like if it's about to touch. So yeah, that would be a accumulation area basically. So another waiting part. And then we have Solana, same thing. Highest point, lowest point on the top. Broke structure to the bottom, creating an range between the between the Fibonacci 2 on the 50% to 25 and 75. So it's just ranging in between the middle. It was able to refill this fair value gap right here, so that's perfect. Now in this fair value gap right there, it did fill it up again, touching these highs now. And then so basically we just want to wait for a break of structure going up to the outside. EMA looks pretty close to each other, but let's see how it's gonna happen. We got Zcash. I entered a trade on Zcash. I have to actually mark that on my trade, so give me 1 second. Oh, I have money on SFM derivatives on the derivatives, but it's like it's like they hold my money. That's some bullshit. Try to figure it out how I can transfer that money into actually USDC coin, due to the fact because it says United States dollar, but I'm not able to touch it because let me see. Why am I not able to touch it? It says balance that are held in your SFTC regulated derivatives account with Coinbase and financial market. So there are held in your CFTC regulator derivative accounts. So I'm just trying to figure it out how I can get rid of this and turn it into my USD coin again. Due to the fact the USDC coin is actually giving you a good advantage of once you create a Coinbase, you get a Coinbase account, and then once you go ahead and apply to be able to trade futures and all that stuff, fuck, I got a brain fart. I forgot what I was gonna say. Jesus. Yeah. So that's it. So 255. I'm trying to transfer that to a USDC Coinbase. Oh yeah. So you don't get fees on the. You don't get charged any fees on USDC coin, and then you also get a 3.5 annual percentage, like rate or bump up. So basically, you get a percentage up when you switch it to USDC. So you get a advantage reward rate. That's what it is. It's an advantage reward rate. So right now, so just give you an idea, I had between what, $60, $100. I had $120, and from there I was $120. So basically I was able to get like $2 out of it. So any percentage rate, so average reward rate, that's what it is. And then you can start lending too. So start lending with Morpho. When you lend USDC coins, you're lending other borrowers in exchange for paying interest. It's all handled by smart contracts on DeFi platforms called Morpho. No banks involved. You stay in control, and your money starts earning right away. So basically, that's pretty cool. Next, learning comes with risk. Earn up to 6% on your USDC. So there you go. So so you can go ahead and lend money, and you will get a 6% reward back. So that's perfect. So that gives you a good advantage to be able to hold and invest your money while it's multiplying, while it's accumulating more money, and you're letting it use for other people. So put $61 on Zcash just to test. I know I should have done $1 trading, but $61 is nothing, bro. So today's return, so basically I'm minus 30 cents right now. Average cost was at 5.39. That's 5.39. That's what about 5.39. Let me see. So So the price that I bought Zcash was at 545.29. 545.29. There you go. Is a little high. There you go. And it was on this candle right there. So now my stop loss would be on the interim low point. So as you can see, we have a bearish candle, right? And then we have a bullish candle before. This impulse candle, since it broke structure, the next candle is bullish. So that's not your interim low. The next candle is bullish. That's not your interim low. But since it's going up to the upside of bullish, you have to now look at your bearish candle. Which one is your last bearish candle? My last bearish candle is this one right here. So basically that would be my M-term low. Last bearish candle. Now same thing if it's on a bearish trend, you want to mark your stop loss on the bullish candle, the last bullish candle, and that would be your stop loss. Now I am gonna be aiming onto these liquidity marks up here, due to the fact that it does look like that would be the range basically. So let's see how that goes, even though I could probably just aim it right here too into the middle. We don't have any gaps over here at all, but we do have a lot of liquidity marks, a lot of liquidity wicks that need to be refilled. So that'll be it. We do have a doji candle making, so hopefully it turns green before we close this candle and goes to the next one. So that's perfect. And then that's basically it, guys. So that's only the 3 things I've been trading right now. Yeah, so look, it's gonna about to pass the market structure here, so I'm just gonna put an alert there. And then my lowest point already has an alert too, so just waiting for the body candle to pass this area. If it does, I'm still trying to figure it out because it's a little bit risky to that point. So that would be a little bit too much, not gonna lie. Just had quite a little bit of sleep. Ugh. Feels good though. Feels good. So that's it basically. So trying to see if we can figure it out, and just if it keeps going up, I'll still do a screen recording and how it goes. I do gotta work today. Some bullshit. What it is. So this is cool. Once you turn USDC coin, and then you open a pro account with Coinbase, basically. Oh, fuck, my back. You don't get charged any fees. There is a range where they're not gonna charge you any fees. That's basically like in my account. Let me pull it up real quick. It's Coinbase 1. So my monthly benefit of 0 trading fees is at $500. Trade today, it looks like I traded $431.58, and my remaining reset on January 3rd. Well, it's gonna reset on January 3rd, but right now I have remaining $68.42. I did use quite a bit on that, so gotta wait for January 3rd. So I'm just still gonna trade that 68.42 if I do get it. Token, that's basically it. It's not that much. I'm just trying to figure it out how the futures and derivatives work. But yeah, freaking Zcash, bro. Freaking Zcash, always on some bullshit. And then we were trading meme coins too, but let me see. And then we had gold and silver acting pretty weird too. Let me see how's that working. Yeah, at 79. Wow, that looks crazy, bro. I should have just traded on gold. Look at that markup. Foolish. That's perfect, not gonna lie. Oh my god. Just kept going up, look. Just kept going up. This is a pretty good investment. Same thing, I'm not a professional advisor, so don't take my freaking advice on anything, but yeah. If I would have bought it down here on this range, that would have been perfect. ranging on that. So if we would have basically, oh wow, ranging on this area all the way to right here. So from basically 33 to 26, and then it just keeps going up. If you guys see, that's basically a good market on trading and holding that asset basically. But lowest point right there, highest point over here. Right there. So yeah, from lowest point to highest point, it's a risk reward of 174%. It's pretty good. But remember, it's almost the whole year. It's 266 days, so you would have to bought it on April and then just hold it basically from April from 29 all the way to $79. Jesus. So yeah, 29 to 79, pretty good markup. So that's silver. Now let's see gold. Gold. Let's see gold. There we go. Same thing with gold, ranging on this area, if you guys can see, on 2023, right after 2023, 24, just started mark up to these highs up here. Basically, if you would have had gotten it at this area, that would have been perfect. So if you would have had gotten in, let's say, let's be realistic over here, at the beginning of the year. If you would have got it in the beginning of the year, from there to here, and I'm saying it's from basically right there, something like that. There we go. So 70%, there you go. And then gold was ranging right there at 2,000 up to 4,000, so it's a 2,000 mark of a markup, so that's pretty good also. So let's see how that goes. Basically, if it keeps continuing, I'll just put a market structure break on that, and then I'll figure it out if I can go ahead and enter a trade on that. But that's silver. This is silver right here. Let me see. There we go. That's perfect, dude. Look at that. Jesus. So yeah, we're just gonna be waiting for a structure break. This would have been a BOS. You would have had to enter on that trade right there. Entered on right here, and then interim low would be on this one, and then your high would be all the way to this part right there. And even at 2.9 from December 1st, let's say December 1st to the end of the month, almost perfect. That's perfect. So that's nice. So next time I'm gonna see if I can catch a brick of structure break, BOS, so I can go ahead and enter a trade with the silver. But will it go higher? Not sure. So that's a little thing that we have to figure it out. It's a little thing we have to figure it out. So let's see how that happens. But yeah, that's basically it, you guys. So I am trying to get into meme coins real quick, just so I can see how this works basically. And they got liquidity pool for sure. Oh. There you go. So I do have $34 in here basically. I was just trying to figure out how I can transfer my Solana from Coinbase to the Phantom wallet, and then send my Phantom wallet. Oh fuck, my bad. To the Photon. So that's perfect. Lost it all. Funny. Like who Who enters these trades, bro? That's what I really want to know. Who enters these trades? Like, getting liquidity pool like this is crazy, man. Oh my god. Graduated and then graduated. Graduated is probably like the ones that have been ranging for a bit. Yeah, there we go. So they've been ranging for a bit. This one is at a market cap of 1.2 million. And then we have 262 buyers, sellers, pretty good sell, one sell. So just imagine Rockstar game. Should I enter this one? I don't know. They're looking at a coin, which volume, buy volume 2.2. Liquidity mark is at 50k. Supply, we have 1 billion supply. So it's not too much demanding, more supplying. And then, what else? That's it. These were horrible, bro. These were hella horrible. I just for the fuck of it, dude. I just try to test shit. And look at these profit and loss, bro. Horrible. This one's at a 223%. Jeez. No way. Look, it just went higher. No fucking way. That's what I don't get. I was sold up here, but it says here, look, it says invested $1.21, right? Sold the same thing. I just literally spot it at 45 and sold it at 54. And then it's saying that I sold it almost 1.5, sold it at 1.5, so it's like doesn't make sense to me why this happened. So I have to figure it out. Why is that doing that? This pair has been very little pool of Solana. It doesn't even show you the liquidity or buyers at all. That's funny. So yeah, I'm just trying to get into this one right here and trying to figure it out how this works, guys. So hopefully we can do a trade on these. I am gonna take my laptop too, so I need to get that charging ASAP. I just gotta figure it out. Where's my thing? But hopefully I could just. Hopefully I can just see what's up with it. It does turn on, so that was perfectly fine. I just have to set it up, or not have my Google account in it, so it should be totally fine. Yeah, it has percentage, so I'm good. I like this laptop. The only thing I gotta fix is the screen on it. That's the only thing. But anything else, I really want to know how much is the screen for this bad boy. I have the Windows, it's the Surface, Window, laptop, and I keep forgetting what model is it. It's Microsoft, it's the same shit. Model 1943. Model 1943. There we go. We're really trying to see how much is a screen for this bad boy. Damn, they don't even sell them in Best Buy no more. Oh, because I have the old version. It's been a while. I haven't changed my laptop, so let's see. First generation Microsoft laptop Go compact with friendly budget. Yeah, but I need a screen. That's how much I need to know. Screen replacement. It's not that bad, actually. I could probably do it on my own. Yeah, could probably do it on my own. Screen Microsoft laptop Go replacement for Surface Go 2023. LGC touch display black, no frame. $187. That's how much is to replace a screen. Yeah, I could probably do that for sure. I need a... Either way, it's not that fucked up, so... Do I really need a screen? Not really. I can keep trading from here. It's just an excuse, bro. Trying to figure it out. I do have my accounts here full time. And then, let's see. Yeah, that's being a little slow. There we go. Oh, what the hell? A little slow. It's all good. It's just probably trying to figure it out. Yep, you see. all these notifications, bro. I haven't turned on this laptop for a while, so that's funny. Let's see if I can connect my wallet. Brother, are you gonna connect or no? Yeah, let me just let it do its own thing real quick. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I'm probably gonna just, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the trade on this, on the Zcash, and see how it's going. Basically, it's about to be 8 a.m. so let's see how that goes. Hopefully it goes pretty good. Yeah, 8 cents better than 30 cents loss. So let's see how we're gonna be able to do this. Let's see how we do on this trade. Did not figure it out how I can put my stop loss and my take profits on Coinbase, but on the regular profile, not on the pro, not on Coinbase One or Advanced. So let's see how that goes. Yeah, it's nothing else. It is Sunday, December 28, 2025, 7 a.m. with 53 minutes. Yup, that's it. Got a little bit of sleep. I'm probably just gonna fucking have to go to work on a Sunday too, bro. Take my laptop and I'm gonna be trading on Sunday. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna be studying on these meme coins real quick to figure it out how I'm gonna be able to like enter on a good trade. Because they do create a bunch of meme coins, so let's see how that works. Alrighty, guys, I'll catch you guys another day. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for sure, because we do have a few things for tomorrow that are going to happen. Tomorrow is going to be the 29th, so we have pending homes, crude oil, and then natural gas. I don't think it would affect. I'm not sure. I don't think so. We'll see how it works, but yeah. So damn, that's horrible. See how that works. And then December 30th, FOMC meeting. We do have an FOMC meeting for a few minutes. So we're gonna check this out. It says detailed report of FOMC most recent meeting, providing in-depth insight into the economics and financial conditions that influenced their vote on where they set to interest rates. Alrighty, guys, so that's gonna be it for the video. I will catch you guys on Monday. Happy holidays. Have a good weekend. Today is Sunday, so gotta go to work. Alright, guys, I'll catch you guys another day. Peace.